Hi everyone, welcome to another How's Coin Finds on YouTube, Facebook and eBay. So I've gone down the bank and I got $1,700 worth of $2 coins here to look through. I want to get them done so I can get them back to the bank today. Got all the other ones back from the last two nights. Yesterday, no, yeah, the 2,800 yesterday, that's gone back. I'm just sorry, I'm just, how you going, Wisey? I'm just fixing up where I am on my page here. It keeps doing, oh, that's not right. Sorry, people. I don't know what's going on here. Won't. Anyway, hopefully that's it. Okay, so, well, the hand's a bit slow. I've got $1,700 worth, 850 coins, and 34 rolls to look at. Anyway, so I've got one ender with a colour coin, and we have the Firefighters 2020, and they're 2 million, and that one is Julie Buttygig needs that one, so that's a excuse me, that finishes off the two that she needed. Anyway, we'll look through that first, and yeah, I'm just looking for colour and the non-commemoratives that and anything that pops out, but I just want to get colour really, and anything I might see or want. It looks good. And then, how you going, buddy? I got your thing here. I still got to do the mail calls. Anyway, I got, there's the Firefighters. I got 3 there to do. I've got to get worked up for them because I've got to do them all in one hit, and I'm going to do both albums, so it's going to... Anyway, I'll get there. Yeah, all the paint's there. It's all nice. That's all right. Put that over there. That's number 1 colour. So I've got 1,700. So yeah, you know, around 10, 12 colour. Oh, 12, 13. But in there, colour. But in there could be the any non-colours making up that average. It's average 1 per 3 rolls, 150, but the average is about 125. That's overall. But you might do 600 and get nothing. You might do 400 and get 10. But the average is 125, which is 3 rolls. And yeah, so you can get a rough prediction. I've been getting it right with the non-colour. Well, nearly right on with the non-colour and Canberras with the amount I've been getting. So out of this, I expect like at best, you know, 2 Canberras. They average about 1. Well, they did it in 10,500. It was 1 every 700, and that 2,800 I did, it was 1 per $925. So I expect 2 Canberra out of 13 colour. And now that 13 colour, and now take the 2 Canberra out of the 11, 2 or 3 non-colour. 2012, 16 changeover, or the 2018 Invictus. So we'll see if the predictions come right, but they're pretty much spot on, except for my prediction of the woolies. I've been, excuse me, I've been finding double what I've been predicting with the woolies, so that they're saturated it. If you're after the woolies ones, that's the AUS, the 2020 Olympics, the 2022 Commonwealth Games, and some Wiggles, those ones, yeah, they're saturating it. I'm turning them the wrong way. Anyway, lucky, there's a 2012, there's one. 5.8 million or something, 5.9, and under 6 million anyway. Yeah, I was turning them the wrong way. So I've got to shoot through these quick, eh? I've got the plumber coming between 2 and 4. Man, I get the message from the real estate like an hour ago. I told them last time they got to give 24 hours notice to come here through the real estate because I'm only renting here. And last Friday they turned up on the doorstep. They just rocked up at 6 o'clock while we were having tea, and the plumber was to get on the roof, and we were having a near hailstorm. It was absolutely pouring down. I said to him, "You're not getting up there. No way. Not on my shift, brother. Not on this roof." And yeah, anyway, so he came in, checked it out. I worked it out with him, and I think part owner would turn up. I think she was. Come up with some sort of solution, because otherwise it's a whole new roof and everything they've got to do, because of the way it's been built, it's all totally wrong. Whoever did it did a bodge job and got away with it. And the insurance company isn't covering it. They won't have a bar of it. They said it was a dodgy job, and they're not covering dodgy jobs, so they got to pay for it. So they obviously want to do it the cheapest way they can, but what I'm working at is the cheapest way they can. Is they're not going to fix the problem the next time it pours down rain. They're just going to fix it so when it rains normal, it doesn't come in, which it doesn't anyway. It's when it absolutely hammers down. And to fix that, I've already told them what they got to do. So I don't know what they're going to do, because I did construction for 6 years. I told them what the problem is, which is what the assessor said too, and well, the plumber agrees too. So I don't know what they're going to do. So anyway, he's rocking up whenever. But I've got to get these done, so you'll have to keep quiet. He better not be turning up to do work, I'll tell you that much. Not Friday without notice. He'll be getting a big shock when it's a no. Come back next week. Now there it is. So, oh look, I'm just going to do what I've been doing the other times. It's the easiest way. Just crack them. Crack them. And it's just, you do that in your car. Just take a bit of wood with you or something. Don't crack it on your car at the edge if you're doing noodling in your car. It'll ding it. You need to have a board in there, or take a knife or something and just around and crack it open, you know. But don't try and crack them open yourself unless you already started, because you'll wreck your thumb. So. Been there, done that. Come on, give me a surprise colour. It's alright doing it like this when they're all jumbled over. It's an even bigger surprise because they're out and you don't know what's underneath it. I recommend doing two. It's a lot more fun. Yeah, it's a lot more fun doing two. And 2 rolls is spot on. It's good. There's one, come on. No, that's 2009. Not an error in there, nothing. Certainly I can get over. Sorry. Sorry about that. But I didn't do too bad. Look at this. Because it just, my thumb's already playing up from turning them all over. It peels your finger away from your nail just underneath on the edges and just under there. And I'll tell you, they get extremely sore. Plus they crack too. 5 cents is really bad for that. But that was pretty good. Even though you got a loud bang in the ear, sorry about it. But I've got to turn them all over without having to flip too many. And I can't see. I had a room cut error again last night, and it's the second one in 2 weeks that I scraped in by mistake. And put it back in. So I'm moving them away from here now, because they're like 1 in 4,000 bucks, those errors. On the cut errors, on the rim cuts. I thought they were common, but they're not. At the moment, I'm on from, I don't know, 16 grand or whatever. I'm on, yeah, 1 in 4,000, 4 of them. Yeah, 4. So yeah, there's a 2016 changeover, the 2.88 million. Number 2 of the non-color, they're included in the colours because there's these 2 and the Invictus. They're all commemoratives, but these are the only 3, the Invictus as well, that aren't coloured. And this is the only one that falls into both categories, in the commemorative, in where it stands in line for vintage figure, and then where it stands in line is an elder vintage. So it's a double. Anyway, so that's 2 of them. Also predicted 3 of them. And it could have been any 3, 1 of each. 3 of 1, doesn't matter. But yeah, 3 of them, 2 Canberras, and 7 or 8 Woolies. Is pretty much what I predict every time I get this amount, around 13 coins. But the Woolies has been dominating. Sometimes I've got 24, but there were like 17 Woolworths in there. 2 Canberras, I think. And 5 non-colour. So yeah, they're pretty hard to come by, the colours. That's the Canberra ones. Like I said, 700 was the 10.5, and 925 was last night's. 2,800 I did. So, the average is about, 800, let's call it. 1 in $800 at the moment for a Canberra. And it could be any one of them too. It could be one you don't even want, not a higher mint, but just one that you've got a lot of, maybe. Anyway, so finding the one you want could take thousands, could take tens of thousands of dollars. I already worked it out. Take you tens to get all the ones that you want now from Canberra. Just the last, 6 years, 7 years, whatever. I'll seriously tell you, it's going to take you about $70,000, $80,000 worth of $2 coins you're going to have to look through. Unless you strike it so lucky where you live, but the average Joe, it's going to take at least that to find just them. And then you've got the other ones that you want. And I know, because I do I've done about 230,000 now in the last 20 months, not quite 24. Be over that anyway, over $250,000 I've done. And I've had 5 coronations, but 2 of them were from Willie's Milk Bar. Believe it or not, unreal. One was in the $900 lot, and one was in, I don't know, like $100 or something. So 2 are from him, from his shop, and the other 3, they're on 1 in 80,000 for the other 3. 80,000 for one coronation. And then people like Christine, who might not be here, but she goes and buys something from the shop in Canberra, and she gets given the coronation in her change, and not just given the coronation, a really, really high grade coronation, $100 coin. So, easy there. I'd have to look again, but be there to 120 or something, 95 to 120. Anyway, that in her change, so things happen. And then Snapper finds a poppy in his $2 that he noodled, 3 weeks ago, and he's got a red poppy in there. Even the paint was still all on it. So they're out there. That gives me inspiration. And then I found that one, second last roll out of 1,800. So anyway, they're out there. But as I said, not to put anyone off, but if you're going to do $2 and look for your colours, you're probably better off paying somebody to find them for you, unless you really like having a bit of fun and looking for them, because they're really far in between. So if you find good ones, you want to be over the moon, I'll tell you. Yeah, they're really, they're quite surprisingly hard to come by. That's what's amazed me. Well, they're harder anyway. I know now. Yeah, more or less, I should say to you, I've noticed over a couple of years, yeah, the average is just blown out. It used to be, about 24 months ago, I had them on 600. All right, I think it was, yep, it was around 600, 600 per Canberra. And now, in what I've done lately, and if I did the other ones too, definitely, because there's hardly anything I've got. So they've definitely gone up to around the $900 mark per Canberra. So they've increased. So by a third, maybe a third less in there. All right, people taking that. Anyway, they're getting really hard. All of them. Oh, not all of them. Some of them still popping up, but I think they're the ones that people. Well, there's a high midage anyway. Maybe people aren't catching on to them like some of the other ones. These not much, eh? I've opened all of them. I've got one colour, one Canberra colour too. Not even any woolies. I'm totally amazed at that. There must be a roll in here that's got 5 or 6 Woolworths coins sitting in there. Which is all right by me for showing a decent colour in there, but there's a 2019 that's jumped out, 2 million or 2.1. So you got your 2011, then your 2019. They're the only two I'm interested in. The 2011 only, but if I see a 19, it's all right, I'll take it. And the 11 has to pop out. Unbelievable, there's 2 there. You know, I got 2 of these in $4,000, and then another one, and another 2 in 1800. So, and now I find 2. In actual fact, I got 5 in that one lot of noodles I did. So it's a lottery, you know. I'm finding, and they're a high average, and then all of a sudden I find 5 and it drops that average right down. But then it went off. So two of them, that's in there. That's extremely rare, I can tell you. 2 19s now in a row together. Yeah, that's pretty rare. I hadn't done that, not for the last 20,000 or more, 30, 40,000, I don't know. So yeah, they in separate rolls, and I've had some in the same noodle, but not in the same roll. So that's a scarce occurrence anyway. But they could have been living together since they were made. Those married coins, I say, that just don't separate no matter what. As long as they stay within 10 coins of each other, they're always together. They're always rolled, they're always in bags. As long as they're not giving that change individual, I reckon some coins stay together. I've said that before, when I get that feeling with them. It's mainly with the 50 senses and 20 senses. Well, yeah, those 2. It's where I get it. But yeah, it's really weird. If you've been noodling a long time like me, you'll just get this feeling sometimes that these 2 coins, you know, there'll be 2 coins, and it just feels like they haven't been separated. They've just, for whatever reason, they've always stayed in a bag or a roll. Yeah, and they've just not got away from each other. Anyway, anyone's noodle a lot, they'll know where I'm coming from. Or if you haven't, you'll realise it one day. When you've done it, when you've done, I don't know, I've done millions now for sure. Since I started doing well, since I started searching coins. That's what I was just searching, checking. I haven't looked over these. Oh no, they wouldn't go through this roof. They'd definitely slide off it though. It's tin, mate. So, Michael, how you going, buddy? Julie, hello. So look, Julie, it was a coin on the top. and you needed one more, so there you go. That's the 2 there. Well, one there, and another one sitting over the side, so yeah, I can tick that off now. I must have already flipped them. Oh, yeah, a bit too high. Go off as a poppy. Oh, look what it is. Another firefighter. Unreal. I just picked that one up and said that. How's that? It was a second. Oh no, it was in here, in the center. It was in the center there. All right, so that's 2 now. 2 firefighters. Very nice. 2 Canberras. Amazing. 2 2019s. Amazing. 2 non-color. 12 and 16 changeover. Yeah, that's average. But what's amazing is I haven't got one Woolies colour coin. Not one. I don't know what's going on there. Because who doesn't turn over a Woolies colour? And I've opened up a few rolls. Yeah, so anyway, that's all right. I don't mind pulling out the Canberras, because that's the ones people really want, let's face it. And they'd want to be at 900 a coin compared to the Woolies ones, which is like, I don't know, $40 to 1, something like that, even though they're not there, but at the end of it, not 40, but maybe about 70 to 1. The lower average, because they just saturated the place with Olympic Games, Wiggles, and Commonwealth Games. And whatever was before those Olympic ones, I'll miss the squiggle, but I'll take Mr. Squiggles, so I don't mind that. I'll try not to hit so hard. Oh, right there, falling through NN's roof, not mine, because it's a shack. Yeah? As long as it's the Love Shack. Little place where we can't get to. I don't know if I can sing that and get it done for singing it. I think it's got to be over 10 seconds, so it was fair use. Nothing. I've said hello to everyone. I'm just looking up there. I've said hello to everyone. That's all right. Oh, look, the full first Woolworths coin, S, 2022 Commonwealth Games. You can get these rotated just a little bit degrees. As Julie has told us, she showed me the photos. Oh no, you know what? The doorbell's just rang and this guy's turned up at 2 o'clock. I'm going to have to cut this, people. I'll be back with part 2. Sorry, got to go. If it isn't, I'll be back sooner. All right, ta-da, bye-bye.